Let's just unmute. They can hear us.
So it's live. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live at Sam Chapman Stadium on the shores of San Francisco Bay, where today the Tamalpais Red-Tailed JV lacrosse team takes on the Marin Catholic Wildcats. Hi, my name is Dave Harris. I'm here with Dave Rush, the color man.
Hello, audience. Nice to be here.
And
perfect lacrosse weather.
Absolutely perfect lacrosse. And here we are for the start of the draw. Tam MC at the 50-yard line. Looks like it's Sage Tidwell taking the draw for the Hawks. Ball goes over to MC. So we're just off the heels of an incredibly exciting varsity game where Tam played MC, and Tam, the underdog, prevailed 12-11 after a big rush by the MC Wildcats at the end of the game. But Tam escaped with a huge victory for the varsity program. Back here in the JV action, it's MC on the left. Good defense, but there's the snatch by the goalie, Vanessa Rush.
She can't give it away like that.
Picked up by Hannah Gates. Hannah, ball drops, and she picks it back up, looking for a pass. Swarmed by MC defenders. Being triple teamed at this point in time. Someone's got to go over there and help Gates. She finds a pass, but turns it over to MC. MC pushing. 28 goes 1-on-2 and decides to pull it out. And MC sets it up. Met by 3 defenders.
Good defense. She had to pull it out.
At the outset, folks, we want to apologize to any Marin Catholic Wildcat fans who are listening to the broadcast. We were not provided with names and numbers for the Wildcats, and so we don't have any names to provide, but we'll do our best if we can get something perhaps at halftime. So MC with the ball at the 8. Shot on goal. It's blocked by Rush. Hoda's had it for a second. And recovered by a very nice block by the sophomore Vanessa Rush. MC working it back to X. Not a lot of movement out on the field.
They're happy to set up their game.
Yeah. Here's number 4, charging, looking for a shot, but denied by the Tam defense, who all collapsed on her. She's going to try it once again, and she's fouled by number 23. We need to get a name there. Apologies, our Tam roster is also incomplete. So at halftime, Dave and I will endeavor to fill in any names and numbers that we don't have. So number 4 goes top shelf on the right-hand side for Marin Catholic to take the 1-0 lead. Vanessa blocked the first 2 shots by MC, but that last one well placed at the top right-hand corner of the cage. So we line it back up. Tidwell once again taking the draw for the Hawks. Ball's in the air, and Tidwell recovers. Charges left.
Great control of the draw.
You know, Dave, it's so important. It can't be overstated, the importance of winning the draw.
It's a huge part of the game.
Absolutely.
Draws and ground balls.
Absolutely. So Tam's working it around. This might be the play the Tam team calls banana.
I love it.
So Tidwell with the ball at the top, looking for a cutter. Little action across the middle, but Tidwell holds the ball. Rolls right. Back behind over to Christensen. Christensen rolling the crease, looking for a cutter. Wisely pulls back over to Coco Harris on the top left. Coco back to Tidwell at the top. Cora gives a nice pick for Sage. Sage over to Kip Cashin. Cashin back over to O'Connell. Cora rolling right. Tam giving her space. Back to X. That's number 3, Lily Hofer rolling.
She thought about attacking the goal.
Well,
smart play.
It's early in the game. Tam's going to want to hold on to possession to make sure they get good shots. No sense of urgency at this point. Oh, Tidwell looks for a pass.
Good pickup.
Picked up by Cora O'Connell, who resets at the top. Over to Tidwell, the sophomore. Coco Harris, the freshman. To Kip Cashin, the freshman. Cashman, the southpaw, sends it back to Ella Christensen. Ella over to Hofer. Hofer to Mercedes. Tam being very patient early here in the first quarter. A little bit of a wild pass, but Christensen cleans it up for the Hawks. Finds Harris in the middle, who's cutting but drops the ball. Turnover to MC. We got to control the ball. That was a great pass, great look by Christensen to Harris, but she just was unable to handle the pass.
Will she still get dessert tonight, Dave?
That's it. That's still in the offing, Dave.
Excellent.
So MC quickly pushes it up, puts a shot, but it's blocked. What a block by Rush.
Let's go.
Nice moves by Sage. Splits the defense, but then loses the ball. And then Harris follows the Wildcats back to MC. Looks for a pass. Oh, it looks like Duncan, number 12, the freshman Sierra Duncan fouled the MC player, so MC retains possession. That's Eve Hodis and Cora O'Connell, picked up by Gates right there.
Good D.
Real nice D. They've been doing a good job, Dave, of crashing the middle when MC has been threatening. And a wild pass, that's going to be a turnover back to the Hawks.
Turnover. She needs to make sure she steps in bounds before she passes it. There we go.
Sets it back to the goalie, Vanessa Rush. Vanessa with a beautiful outlet pass to Hannah Gates. Really good look. Well done, Hannah, with a full set of steam. Had a steam heading down the left side of the field. Hannah is a defender, so we're going to have to hold somebody back until she clears back out. So Hofer rolling over to O'Connell. O'Connell to Christensen. Christensen looking for the pass. Still just 1-0 here.
Let's get a cut.
There's rolling. There's Cora rolling. Looking, and looks like she's gonna. Oh, what was the call there, Dave? Did you see?
I don't know what the call was.
I didn't see it, but it was a turnover back over to Marin Catholic. That was unfortunate too, because it looked like Cora might have had an opportunity to release a shot right after, but the whistle blew and shut off that opportunity.
Could have been offsides. Too many players. Which is a strange offside call.
No, well, it's before the game we were talking that back area is about 40 yards within which they're able to play, and you can only have 7 7 players from each of the teams in that area.
Yep.
Oh, looked like it was a block before the shot, so there's no goal there, but it's going to go to Marin Catholic at the 8. Dave, your daughter is the goalie on the team.
She is.
She's been playing for some time, playing goalie
since the 5th grade.
Since the 5th grade, and
yes.
She's been playing goalie that whole time?
Yes.
That's amazing.
There came a time when everybody played goal as a youth. Everybody gets into goal to see how they feel about it. And Vanessa was maybe the 3rd player on her team to get into goal, and she never came out.
Amazing.
Yeah, she loves it.
That's great because
she doesn't love the bruises.
I'm sure she doesn't love the bruises. Wow, long outlet pass.
That's a bold clear. Hit the stick.
A long outlet pass. I was going to say, for my part, I've been watching lacrosse for some time. To me, it seems like the 2 most challenging things for a goalie are. Hold on, while MC gets intercepts it and takes it down, but quickly it's swarmed by 3 Hawks.
Great defense.
Okay, ball's on the ground, picked up.
There we go.
Picked up by Tidwell had it for a second. Yep, goes back to the Hawks. I was just going to quickly say, saving a shot when there's a shot from the 8, and also the outlet pass. The outlet pass sometimes is such a difficult thing. It seems like it's an easy thing to do. Oh, and Tam turns it back over. It's something that I've seen for many, many years, even at the varsity level. The goalies have a challenging time, once they have possession of the ball, clearing that ball out of there.
Yeah, it's important for the players to get open.
Yeah, I mean, the key is to give the goalie an opportunity to find someone who is open.
Yep.
Ella Christensen just getting hammered. I'm surprised we didn't see a yellow card there.
That was on her head.
Wow. Okay, so Christensen over to Harris. Harris with the yellow stick running down.
Nice shot.
Takes a shot off the left side of the goal.
Off the pipe. Harris was a scoring machine last week or earlier this week.
Certainly not in the last game, but I think all these, this Tam Hawk JV team has really been shown some prolific offense this year.
And massive improvement.
So, after 1 quarter of play, there's the siren. It's the Marin Catholic Wildcats 1 and the Tamalpais Redtail Hawks nothing. As we take a break and the coaches come over and congratulate Vanessa for a really well-played first quarter, we're going to look across the Sam Chapman Stadium to the banners that are on the fence along the track. Those banners are from our Tamalpais High School Boosters. Boosters provides more than half of the funding that's necessary in order to field the teams that we have here, both the breadth and depth of teams that we have here at Tam, Dave, including our 2 girls lacrosse programs, the JV and the varsity, and the 2 boys programs, as well as all the other spring sports that we have, including softball and baseball and swimming and tennis and the like. So, just to go across, going across that fence, we see Parallel Advisors. Thank you, Parallel Advisors. Sunwatts. My old eyes aren't helping me much here.
Well, there's the Shavery, which I could use right now.
The Shavery the Shavery is a Tam Booster sponsor.
I'm going for the gruff look.
Well, you look good. It's a good look.
We've got someone's chiropractic clinic.
Okay, I can see Mulligani Tire Shop.
Always a sponsor.
Always.
Maybe since you attended Tam High, Dave.
Mulligani. Well, back in the horse.
Did you have sponsors back in your day?
The horse and carriage days there, Dave.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I don't recall having the level of corporate sponsorship that the high school enjoys these days, and really, in all aspects of the school. I mean, the school today is really, it's quite a gem, and much of it on the athletic side is due in large part to the generous donations of the families who make individual donations, as well as all of our corporate sponsors. So The teams are concluding their huddle after the first quarter and switching sides, running out to the other side. So this time the Hawks will be going left to right. It's funny, we play all these teams in the East Bay, and other teams they're so far a distance, but you can tell on these days when we play these rivals like MC and Redwood, it's a different level of competitiveness.
The
out
energy
there,
in the air is palpable.
It is. It really is. So there's number 5, Cora O'Connell, taking the draw, and it's picked up by Marin Catholic. So Marin Catholic now going. Marin Catholic's going right to left. Left to right. Tam will be going right to left. Pardon me.
Both are correct depending on what side of the field you happen to be on, Dave.
Right, correct. From the vantage point of our camera, Tam will be going right to left.
Good D. She almost got that. The TAM defense has improved so much since the first game of the season, where there was minimal defense.
Right.
And a lot of these players are freshmen, and they have stepped up big time.
Well, evidenced by last game where Archie was able to score a mere 1 goal. A lot of that has to do with the defense.
Yep.
A lot of that has to do with the goaltending. But the team is really coming together.
Oh, there we go.
Tough angle. And Marin Catholic finds
shot.
the back of the net to take a 2-0 lead here early in the second quarter. That was a tough. You gotta tip your hat there. That was a very tough angle. She found the bottom left corner from maybe about 1.5 feet off of the line. That was a very well placed shot by the Wildcat.
In hockey, they would call that the 4-hole, I believe.
The 4-hole.
The 4-hole, the 5 holes between the legs.
Okay. I'm learning new things every day.
We all should.
Right. By all accounts. So it's Cora O'Connell taking the draw for the Hawks.
All right, redraw coming up.
Joining Cora at mid is number 6, Kira McCarthy, and number 8, Coco Harris. At attack is Kip Cashin, Mercedes Chung. Oh, Tam wins.
Great control.
Tam wins, and here's Kira pushing hard. Here she goes. Takes a shot. Oh, blocked by Tam. It picked up by Harris.
Great shot.
Harris resets at the top.
Nice block by the Marin
Sends
Catholic
it over to
goalie.
Kip Cashin. Really nice with that running shot that she came in with. McCarthy over to Cora. Cora down to Ella Christensen. Ella over to Lily Hofer. Okay, Tam working it around. Looking for cutters. Looking for opportunities. Picks. Oh. Those are the turnovers.
Marin Catholic was quick to pick that up.
Those are tough.
Clean passes are also so important.
Really critical, especially on these rivalry games like this that are going to be so close. Shot on goal left, missed, but back. It looks like it's going to go back to MC.
MC ball. The San Francisco Giants started out slowly today and came roaring back for a win.
They certainly did. I didn't see the details of the game. I did see they won their opening day game in Cincinnati 6-4. Maybe we can talk more about the details of what happened there. I'd love to hear what happened. Oh, but the ball's dropped by MC. Oh, and she gets a shooting space call to bail her out for dropping the ball. So it's going to be MC number 17 straight ahead of our goalie, Vanessa Rush.
Way back at the 12-meter. Usually they don't shoot from the 12,
I think,
but
think
she's in a good position right
I think
at the
she's
top.
actually at the 8 right now.
Oh, she is at the 8.
Yeah, she is at the 8.
She'll shoot.
Oh, and she goes low. Yeah, I know. It's true. The 8 seems to be like an automatic shot, and the 12 it's that extra 4 meters allows those defenders to kind of close in on them and prevent the shot from happening.
And also, if the position on the 8-meter penalty is off to the side, they're more apt to pass it.
Right. So we have a substitution. Harris came out. In came number 22. At halftime we're going to have to get the rest of these numbers. So there's Cora taking the draw for the Hawks. Ball's in the air.
Controlled by Hawks.
Absolutely. That's Kira McCarthy taking it. Kira fakes left, takes a shot, puts it in.
All the way.
Oh, and he calls it off. Oh. Before the shot was taken, it looks like what do we have? A shooting space call there, Dave?
Yep, that certainly.
It's one of the things that in this game I find perplexing that there's no continuation.
I believe in our lifetime that will become a new rule.
Intuitively it makes sense. Notwithstanding, McCarthy at the 8, ready to reload. She does. Oh, she gets stripped from behind. Oh, but it's gonna be back to Tam. They're gonna reset that up for McCarthy. It just seems like the continuation, like in the NBA, the continuation. When the girls has an opportunity, it's going to be a clear goal. You'd think.
Here we go.
Here's a shot. McCarthy goes low, bounces it in for the first Tam High goal.
We are on the board.
Great shot by McCarthy. She goes low, bounces it between the goalie's legs, and it brings the score to 2-1 MC.
That was lovely.
Really lovely.
But the shooting space rule is in effect to protect the defender so that they don't get hit by a high-velocity shot.
It's a safety goal.
It's a safety issue. Yeah. But still, the continuation would be nice.
But, it just seems like in those instances when, just going back to Tam. Yep, Tam ball.
Tam gets the
There's
control
Cora.
Again.
Cora pushing. And Tam goes to set up. There's Christensen behind the goal. She has a cutter. She looks for it.
Great cut.
Missed. It was a really nice cut. But Tam lost the ball. Cashin was almost able to pick that thing up. But back over to MC. MC crosses the 50. Aggressively. There's Kira McCarthy with her, though, step for step. Ball's on the ground. Tam battling for it. Battling.
Ground ball control. Oh.
Oh. I think Hodis might have. Oh, I thought Hodis was going to get that call, but she didn't. Okay, so it's still Marin Catholic ball with a 1-goal lead over the Hawks and the ball. 4 minutes and change left here in the second quarter. Oh, MC rolls and finds the top shelf. That thing was almost shot when her body was still behind the goal. So, what MC once again makes it a 2-goal lead for the Wildcats. It's Marin Catholic 3, Tamil Pius 1, with 3:36 left to play here in the first half. All that scoring we saw by the Hawks on Tuesday up in Archie has been a bit elusive thus far.
We're facing a stiffer defense.
Yeah.
And the guests actually have 4 points. The scorekeeper is a little bit slow today.
Sure.
Yeah.
4? Excuse me. Wow, we have a bigger deficit than I thought. So it's 4-1. 4-1 Marin Catholic. All right. Tam's pushing. There's McCarthy. McCarthy to Hofer. Hofer to Christensen. Christensen to Chong.
There's a good cut.
There's a cut. Resets it back out to Chong. There's Kip Cashin. Rolling and looking for a pass. Sends it back to Hofer. I like the motion. I like the movement by the Hawks. The ball comes in. They clear and make space. Cutting across the middle. They're looking for the opportunities. Kip at X. Ella Christensen fakes the handoff. She rolls the crease. Oh, she tries the scoop shot.
Clever shot.
But it gets blocked by the goalie. I've seen that work for Ella.
Yep.
Earlier in the season.
You need to go high or low when you're taking your shots.
Yep. So Tam's one-on-one bottling up the Marin Catholic outlet opportunities. The goalie looking for someone to release the ball to. Right now, there's no one to whom she's able to clear it. This is what we were talking about earlier, Dave. Just this, you think it's a simple thing to get the ball to someone, but it's just not. And evidenced by what we see right now. Okay, well, so she finds someone in the middle for MC.
Nice clear.
Oh, MC drops the ball, picked up by Tam. That's Hannah Gates pushing right to left, crosses the 50. Looks like Tam has numbers right now. Gates pushing, goes to the middle, but shoots high, and it's cleared pretty easily by the MC goalie. Dave, as someone who's familiar with goaltending, what is it more difficult to block? Is it the high shots, or is it the low shots, or is it the middle shots? I mean,
I think it's the bounce shots that go up into the top right or left corner.
Yeah, I think, and in my experience from watching it, I feel like the players that are most successful are the ones who can really place those bounce shots at the feet of the goalie. It's just too hard.
They really do it at the varsity level.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
All right, goalie.
So the goalie.
Quarter's over.
So the goalie runs the half out, looking for an outlet pass, and looks like the referee is signaling for 5-minute half. Thanks, ref. 5-minute half.
Ref.
So after one half of play, it is the Marin Catholic Wildcats 4, the Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks 1. What do you think about that first half, Dave? Give me your thoughts as to kind of what you saw and what you think the Hawks are going to need to do in order to right the ship.
Well, I like the Hawks' body language. They're not down. They're down by 3 points, but I don't think they're down as a team. They look better defensively, and they've got to get better cuts.
Well,
and they have to, when they're cutting and they get a pass, they need to control it and shoot.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they take their eye on the ball and are already looking at the goal.
Yeah, it's the basics of really kind of controlling the ball, making the correct, smart pass, controlling the ball. But as they say in many different facets of life, it's all about shots on goal.
It's all about shots.
You got to get the shots on goal.
Truly.
Yeah. So coming into today's game, the Hawks are 4-3, whereas the Marin Catholic Wildcats are 3-1. Tam won their last game on Tuesday at Archie Williams, 15-1, and really a beautiful both offensive and defensive onslaught.
It was fun to watch.
What a beautiful day it was. Up in Fairfax, wasn't it, Dave?
It was nice to be in the shade. Thanks to Archie Williams for having their bleachers in the shade on the hottest day of the year.
Yeah, it was a hot day. It was a beautiful day. Today, I would say it's at least 20 degrees cooler here at Sam Chapman Stadium, if not more so. That was a hot day. I know my daughter got into the car and she was huffing and puffing after that game and was really hot. They all laid it out. They laid it out there.
And was she able to get a soda pop at Costco?
She was. We are
that's
actually. Yeah,
wonderful.
we took it up to Costco. We had picked up some food and then went over to Taco Bell to celebrate the big win.
Excellent.
That was fun.
Would Chalupa, Gordita?
Coco actually went 3 tacos and then 2 cheese rolls or something.
Whoa, I've never heard of that.
2 cheese rolls off the value menu. And so the Hawks are 4-3, and then the Marin Catholic Wildcats are 3-1. And to their credit, their last victory was against the San Ramon Valley, who, as we both know, have a very strong program. They won that game 11-10 against SRV. In fact, the varsity program, we were talking to some of the varsity parents before the broadcast, and the Marin Catholic varsity team also beat SRV earlier this season. SRV is one of the powerhouses.
Strong, yes.
Powerhouses in the state, I think. So impressive wins for the Wildcats, and it shows why it's probably not a surprise to any of these Wildcats that they have a 4-1 lead here at TAM, at Sam Chapman Stadium.
No, they feel good about it. They've got the Marin Catholic attitude, that's for sure.
No, they do. They do. But I think, I'm looking down to the left and looking at our coaches. And, we're blessed to have a incredibly talented, deep bench of coaches to help lead this JV team. The head coaches, Taylor Roy. Taylor actually played high school lacrosse here at TAM.
I did not know that.
Yeah, our head coach, Taylor Roy, she played at TAM before she went on to play at Wheaton University in Massachusetts, and then later for the Israeli national team.
Incredible.
And then our other head coach, Robin Ackley. Robin, anyone who spends any time around Tamalpais High School athletics knows Robin. Robin is donated so much of her time to TAM athletic programs. In the fall, she is one of the coaches of the field hockey program, and she then comes over in the spring and she coaches the JV TAM team for lacrosse. And Robin, a lot of people know Robin, not even just here at TAM, but in other facets of sports around town. She's one of those that really likes to work on the fitness, likes to get them
fitness and health.
Yeah, fitness and health.
Great. It's so important.
I sat through in the fall. We did a fundraiser in the field hockey program, and the parents did a Robin workout, and I was sore for at least 72 hours after that program. So we also have Robin Ackley, who's helping to coach the Hawks. And then in addition to Taylor and Robin, they've brought on Jaden Kang. Jaden's on the sideline there as well. And then they even have a fourth coach, Lily Oates. Lily Oates is helping out the TAM Hawks as well. So we're very lucky to have 4 coaches volunteering a tremendous amount of time and energy to help these girls. So here we go, setting up for the second half. Hawks down by 3. But 2 periods to play still. Can't see who's taking the draw for the Hawks from here. We will. It looks like it was Kip Cashin who took that draw. Looking for the ball. Sends it over to TAM. There's Harris pushing middle.
Good pickup.
Over to Chung. There's Cora. Cora to Chung. Looking for a pass. We got to take care of our ball. We got to take care of the ball this half. We don't have we don't have the luxury of being able to, turn the ball over. Possessions are critical. Oh, nice move.
Huge.
Oh.
Good try.
Hofer makes a nice cut, but is met by the goalie, and ball goes back to Marin Catholic.
Yeah, with that goalie right there, she had nowhere to go with that ball. Good effort.
Look at this, though. Tam's all over the outlet passes. What
Go
prevents?
get that goalie.
There you go. Christensen charges the goalie
I like
to
that
force
play.
the pass over. Okay, let's see if we can get a turnover here, Hawks. We gotta get some more possessions here the second half, Dave. Marin Catholic, patient, taking their time. There's a pick. Blocked by Rush, but picked up by MC.
Good save. That's okay. Defense settles.
Oh. The Hawk came around. Oh, was it an illegal pick there, Dave?
Yep.
It looks like it was.
It sure was.
So there's Coco Harris with the ball, pushing middle.
She's got some wheels. Let's go.
Sends it over to Chong on the left. Back down to Christensen. Christensen to Hofer. Hofer looking for a cutter from X. Ella clears to make space. Back over to Christensen. Chong. O'Connell. Hofer. Hofer takes it to X herself. Fake pass. Rolls crease. Pulls back this time. Oh, Kip, stop that ball. We can't have those kind of turnovers, unfortunately. It's tough, I know. It's no one's fault there, but someone's looking one way, someone's looking another. The ball gets released. Kip didn't realize it was on her heading towards her.
All right, another defensive stop is needed here.
Okay, so it looks like Kira McCarthy's on the sidelines. Comes in for the Hawks. There's number 1, Isla O'Connell on defense along with Hannah Gates. There's Eve Hodis on the ball. Kip Cashin defending. Kira McCarthy on the ball. MC's sending it around the horn. We welcome to the Hawks Nest one of both of Dave's and my very good friends, Mark Simpson. He's an alumnus of many, many years back. I mean, not an alumnus. His kids are alumnus, I should say. He never did play for the Hawks, but he's going to join us here on the Hawks Nest.
Yeah, no. Hey, Dave, thanks for welcoming me to the Hawks Nest. Super happy to be here and watch the great sport of lacrosse really flourishing. You know, I was just talking to a friend and went to Syracuse. And do you know that the sport of lacrosse was actually invented 20 miles south of there by a Native American tribe, and they still make lacrosse sticks, and apparently they are state-of-the-art.
Wow. Well, I did not know that. But thank you for bringing those just-outs and historical points of historical fact to the Hawks Nest, Mark.
I've always tried to focus on a little bit of color commentary. I just leave the brain trust to you and try to add in some fun facts when I can, Dave.
Well, that's great. Thanks. Mark is a former TamTV commentator. Oh, shot. Oh, and turns it around. The MC, the Wildcat, backed her up, turned it around, and shot it just over Vanessa's right shoulder for the 5-1 lead. So the Hawks really need to get their game together and score a few goals to get themselves back into this game. About 6 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Isn't it what a gorgeous day here on the banks of San Francisco Bay? They call this Richardson Bay. It's a little inlet off of San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is a beautiful little zone. And, Dave, this area is known for picking up quite a bit of wind.
Yeah.
Yesterday was really windy, but today is just absolutely smooth, and it's a beautiful spring day. Sort of harkens us into the summer season. And
So here are the Hawks. Hawks are pushing. That's Harris with the ball. Sends it over with a pass to O'Connell. Top shelf. Hawks score. Beautifully placed shot by Cora O'Connell on the right top shelf. And it brings the Hawks to a 5-2 difference. Wow. That's the kind of movement of the ball I think that we're going to need here in the second half in order to get back in the game. What do you think, Mark? I know you're a man. You're more of a golf man, I understand. You're in the golf industry.
Well, no, I enjoy playing golf for sure, but I've been more of a surf industry guy for the most part. But I sure am loving coming to these lacrosse games and watching this great sport and watching the girls run around, and absolutely so athletic, so fast. I would absolutely probably have a heart attack out there.
No, it's a really fun game. I know your sons were more baseball play.
With all that statin you're on, I think you'll be fine.
So MC controls but it turns it back over to Tam. So here we go. We've got about 4.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Tam down by 3, but as Mark joined us in the Hawks Nest, I feel like he may have brought a little bit of that Uncle Mo, some momentum.
Well, you know what it is, Dave. It was sort of similar today when I walked into a well-established location that we're all familiar with today during the Giants game, and they were down. Next thing you know, Wilmer Flores hit a 3-run home run to take the Giants to the opening day victory. So I guess I feel like it's meant to be that I'm here.
That's great. Well, I bring your good luck to the Hawks because we certainly need it right now. Dave and I were earlier talking about the Giants opening day victory in Cincinnati earlier this afternoon. I haven't had an opportunity. I look forward to watching the Giants replay later when I get home. Obviously, after I watch the replay of TamTV of this Hawk MC rivalry.
Of course.
It was a beautiful cut and a beautiful pass, unfortunately. But Tam recovers. There's Ella Christensen cleaning it up for the Hawks. That was a really nice cut and a good look. There's McCarthy cutting again, but she decides to pull back.
Christensen with the athletic ability from her mother, clearly.
By all accounts. So there's Tidwell. Tidwell sends it over to Christensen. Christensen has Chung for the pass, and the bounce pass. That's 5-3 Hawks. That was a beautiful look by Ella Christensen and a beautiful cut by Mercedes Chung.
You know, Dave, I was about to say that my work here is done, but it almost feels right that I keep the headphones on and stay here in the booth and keep it warmed up as we score some more goals.
Well, I got to tell you, Mark, we always love to invite guests up to the Hawks Nest, and having a surf celebrity the likes of you is really something that's changed the momentum of this game.
All right.
Some might say the momentum generation of this game.
You know, Dave, I don't mean to rewind a little bit back to that other sport I was just talking about, baseball, but do you know, I found a fun fact today that Eliot Ramos is the only right-handed hitter to ever put a ball in McCovey's Cove in history.
I did not know that. Tam controls. That's McCarthy. Tam down by 2. Over to Christensen. Christensen dodging, weaving, looking for a shot. Puts a shot on goal, but misses. Tam looking to recover. Fighting for the ball. And who are they going to give it to? Oh. Ball goes to MC. Tough call. And a delayed call at that for all intents. You know, it almost feels as though that the referee doesn't entirely know what the call that they were planning on making. Putting that aside,
Solid.
Tam's got. You know what? Tam seems to have had a shot in the arm right now with a little. With some energy here. It's now within 2. We're a little bit under 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Oh, what a flop by number 6 right there.
So 22 extended her arms.
22 extended her arms, but I mean, in 6, you know, to 6's credit, she sold it very, very well.
But you could tell she extended.
She sold it very, very well. Timeout. The clock stops here. Not sure what the conversation is here. It looks like 6 is going to decide to get subbed out. Perhaps she was hit a little harder than this commentator gave her credit for. So, MC ball, but Tam with a lot of momentum. MC resets to the top, brings it over to number 11. We're inside of 1 minute in the third quarter. I think we've seen this movie before, Dave. The MC is just as happy to. Oh, thanks. Dave's gonna fix the scoreboard here on your telecast at home. We're a little short-handed here on TamTV today.
Well, I'm glad I could show up to help, Dave.
So I'm glad, Mark. You're a welcome guest here in the Hawks Nest. About 15 seconds left. MC's got to have to look for a shot. Not sure they're aware of the ticking seconds going down on the clock.
Hey, Dave, can we educate the people? Watching at home. Is there a shot clock actually, like there is in basketball?
There is not a shot clock, and not only is there not a shot clock, but it's a running clock, as evidenced by what just happened. And the third quarter rolled to an end. Even though MC, if they had hustled, could have gotten to the 8 and probably taken a free shot, but there is no shot clock, and it's a rolling clock. So with that, we're done with 3 quarters of this game. And after 3, with 12 minutes left to play in this game, it's the Marin Catholic Wildcats 5, the Tamalpais Redtail Hawks 3.
We'll be right back.
Okay. Well, we're back here. We're hopefully that everyone out in TAM TV land is getting this broadcast. We've had some reports of, there's Brian Christensen who popped into the video for a second. And so it says we're streaming live. We're going to play through as if we are, just to give you a quick recap if we weren't on earlier. We're 3/4 of the way through this game here at Sam Chapman Stadium on the shores of San Francisco Bay. The Marin Catholic JV Wildcat lacrosse team leads the Tamalpais Redtail Hawks 5-3 with 12 minutes left to play in today's game. It was 4-1 at halftime, and Tam chipped away. Yes, it was 4-1 at halftime. Tam chipped away in that third quarter and won the quarter 2-1. So the overall score is 5-3. That's Sage Tidwell for the Hawks taking the draw. At the other mid positions is our number 6 Kira McCarthy and number 8 Coco Harris.
The Hawks won the second quarter. They need to win, or the third quarter. They need to win the fourth.
But absolutely. Ball's in the air, controlled by the Wildcats, but the ball gets dropped back to MC. I hope it's not one of those quarters where MC has a 2-goal lead and kind of just plays the game of Tam's going to have to pressure them. They can't just sit on their heels and hope that the ball is going to fall into their laps. It's not going to do that. And certainly MC is going to not take any ill-advised chances. So Tam's going to need to be aggressive in order to gain possession of the ball. Here's MC.
If they do start killing the clock, Tam will have to press.
Absolutely. In fact, I'd go have and say that they need to start pressing right now, Dave. I mean,
they need to press now, and then maybe halfway through the quarter they can start double teaming and take that risk.
Yeah, you can read good pass by the MC, but goes right through, but recovered by Marin Catholic. Marin Catholic had a nice cut. What's the call here, ref?
I did not see the call.
There's something. It looks like it's going to be Tam ball.
It's Tam ball.
It is Tam ball. Ball goes back to our goalie, Vanessa Rush. Vanessa looking for an outlet pass. Finds Coco Harris in the middle. Coco takes Coco over to Eve Hodis. Hodis up to Tidwell. Tidwell, go get that ball. Get low, Sage. Get low. Good pickup, Sage Tidwell.
Great save.
So Tidwell controls for the Hawks. Gets it over. There's Ella Christensen right behind on X. Ella rolling, looking for the pass. Doesn't push it unnecessarily. Sends it over to Mercedes Chong. Chong up to Harris. Harris to O'Connell. O'Connell to McCarthy. McCarthy to Tidwell. Tidwell back to X. Tam engaging in a little ball control offense before they start their aggressive cuts.
Let's keep the ball moving.
So it's Ella Christensen, the sophomore captain. Sends it over to Coco Harris. Coco looking for an opportunity. Back to Sage. Sage pushes. Met by MC. Back to X. Over to Ella. Ella rolls the crease. Looking for a shot. She takes it off of the pipe. We're battling for the ball. MC comes out with a good aggressive roll by
triple team.
Oh, Ella Christensen. That thing had to miss by a quarter of an inch, Dave.
That was such a good shot.
Wow. A good aggressive crease roll. So, MC's pushing. Again, we need possessions. The Hawks need possessions. We can't let MC just control the ball in their side of the
Get that stick.
Okay, let's get up there. Let's get in their face. McCarthy meets the ball at the top. I like that. Hodis. Oh, ball's down. But MC picks it back up. Okay, Hawks. MC's cutting. Nothing going. Here's another cut. Met by Hannah Gates. Tam's got to get some pressure on the ball. Got to at least force some passes. Ball comes out. Tam picks it up. That's Coco Harris.
Rounder, let's go, Coco. Let's see those wheels.
Go, Cokes. Go, Cokes.
Good pass. Tan's
Look
open.
up. Oh, she takes a shot low, but it's blocked by the MC goalie.
Good effort. She tried to go coast to coast.
Yeah, you got to sometimes. It was a good effort, but we need to finish. Looking for an outlet. Tam tempting the goalie.
Go get her.
Someone's got to go get that goalie. There's Cora. She breaks off.
That was good.
Ball's on the ground.
She put the pressure on. That was
ball's
great.
still on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Oh, MC falls to the ground. Oh, pulls it out. It looks like it's MC ball. Wow, that was an opportunity for Tam.
That was a great ground ball battle.
I liked what Cora did there, Dave, by charging the goalie to force the issue.
Yes, that was wonderful. The goalies feel the pressure because their sticks are not built for passing.
No. So MC rolling. We're almost halfway through this final quarter of the game.
It could be double team time coming up.
Oh, there's a pass to MC. Takes a shot and misses left. MC picks it up. Tries it again.
Oh, good save. Oh, did it go in? It went.
No, it didn't. Oh, it somehow crossed. We thought that ball got blocked, but somehow it trickles over the line.
Behind the back.
Oh,
that was a great shot by Marin Catholic.
What a tough. So Coach Roy calls a timeout. Coach calls a timeout and is going to regroup. So with 5:45 to play, Tam's down by 3 at home against the Wildcats. Let's try to look and listen in to see what Coach Roy, Coach Ackley, Coach Kang, what do they have to say to their team here with just a little bit less than half the quarter left to play. Coach Roy in the catcher's position, pounding her fist into her hand. I can't hear what she's saying, but you can tell she's coaching, she's motivating, she's inspiring the team. Tam is a better offensive team than we've shown today, Dave.
Agreed. But I think they're going to show it in these last 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, I think that it looks like the coaches are down there trying to teach and inspire and get the girls' focus here for the last 5.5 minutes of this ball game.
A quick goal will change the mood.
It absolutely will. It absolutely will.
A 2-point lead is so much more pressure-filled than a 3-point lead.
Right, yeah. Well, we've got a lot of fans in the stands here. Fans from both Marin Catholic and Tamalpais High School. In fact, as you know, MC has a lot of Mill Valley residents whose kids attend that school. And so this is always a fun rivalry game to play the Marin Catholic Wildcats. Okay, so the Hawks are setting back up. Looks like on offense it's going to be Tidwell, O'Connell, Harris, Hofer, Chong, and Sholnick. On defense, it's Gates, Hodis, Duncan, Russian goal, and running on defense is Sholnick. So this is a critical face-off, Dave.
Tam needs this draw.
Tam desperately needs this draw.
Marin Catholic has had the draw advantage so far this game, but not by much.
Well, we're gonna need McCarthy and O'Connell to get in there aggressively once Tidwell puts this ball into the air. There it is. Just over the outstretched reach of McCarthy.
Good effort.
So Marin Catholic's going to probably play the proverbial four corners right now.
It's double team time.
I mean, we can't just sit and let them and think that the ball is going to drop into our hands at this point in time. We're going to have to put some pressure on the ball in order to force the issue.
Yep. They can't sit and wait.
Just about 5 minutes to play here at Sam Chapman Stadium.
The coach is calling for the girls to be aggressive. They need to heed that call. There we
Here
go.
they go.
There we
There's
go.
Tidwell. Tidwell comes out aggressively. She's known for her aggressive antics, actually. Have you heard about Tidwell sometimes gets so excited, she involuntarily screams as she's running up the sidelines with the ball.
Love her energy.
I love that energy as well. We need some of that. We need to infuse some of that into our teammates right now. Yeah, Marin Catholic will be fine just to to play keep away at this point in time. But we can't. The Hawks can't afford that right now. They just can't afford that. We've been doing this now for about a minute, and it looks like Tam gets it, and they're starting to get out and try to pressure. There's Gates. Gates playing 17. Here's number 4 for Marin Catholic rolling right, but. Good defense there by Sage Tidwell.
Good non-call by the ref.
Yeah, let him play, right? Huh?
Yep. Let him play. There's 4 minutes left.
So there's that blocking call. Gosh, we need possessions. We need to get the ball. This is the part of the game that becomes so frustrating. The ball's down. Can Tam get? MC picks it back up. There's Duncan on the ball. Oh, almost intercepted by Hodis. Hodis scrambling, fighting. And the ball goes back to Tam. Great hustle play by Eve Hodis.
Bring it back.
I don't, it goes back to Marin Catholic.
Did she step out of bounds?
Wow, it really is. Speaking of Eve Hodis, her dad had a really big day today. Not only did his Mets have opening day, but his Maryland Terrapins played at the Shark Tank in a Sweet 16 game down in San Jose. Did you hear what happened in that game today, Dave?
Know that or hear about it?
Yeah, no, the Terps played. I don't know what's happened. Matt's absence from the Hawks' nest tends to lead me to believe that they either did not win or they won and he's somewhere wandering around the Bay Area. Marin Catholic just playing keep away from the Hawks, now inside 2.5 minutes. We got to get the ball, Dave.
We got to get the ball. Double team. They really have to press.
I mean, ball's on the ground. Every time a ball's on the ground, we've got to be going after it. So, a frustrating game of keep away being executed really flawlessly right now by the Wildcats at the expense of the Hawks. There's number 4. Had a clear lane, but in light of the amount of time left to play, decides to pull back. And looks like they're going to reward the ball to Marin Catholic at the 12. So I'm not expecting to see much. We've
got a minute and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, this is tough. Inside of 90 seconds left to play in the game.
Let's get that ball back.
Tam's got to, I think MC, unless otherwise provoked, is not going to be compelled to take another shot in this game. They'll be happy to dodge, weave, and play keep away.
1 minute.
Oh, ball's down. But no one was out there to pick it up. Ball's once again down, but we just are not getting the breaks. It looks like
Tam ball. Nope.
Not
Catholic retains.
It looks like it was a. Well, we're now inside 30 seconds. Pass over to 4. Oh! And unfortunately, that probably was the proverbial exclamation mark. So, MC scores inside of 30 seconds and will walk away victorious here today from Sam Chapman Stadium. You got to call it like you see it, Dave. And today the Wildcats were the better team.
Good win, Wildcats.
Yeah.
Well done.
You know, you can't.
They earned it.
Yeah, it's not easy to go on the road down to Mill Valley from the comforts of Kentfield and take on a team like the Red Tail Hawks.
After watching the varsity team take down the Wildcats,
yeah,
they stepped up for the JV squad.
Yeah, they certainly did. So, a disappointing game for the Hawks today, certainly. This is not the last time that you're going to hear from the Hawks. The Hawks have some exciting games coming up, including a game this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. at Marin Academy. And, you know, Marin Academy will certainly be just as difficult a challenge for the Hawks as the Wildcats were today. So we hope to see many of you in Kentfield on Saturday. That's this coming Saturday at 11:30 a.m. The Tamalpais Red Tail Hawks take on Marin Academy, and then the following Tuesday, that's the first day of April, the Hawks welcome Redwood here to Sam Chapman Stadium.
That's the big one.
So, okay. So, anyways, we want to thank our camera person, Megan Christensen, who braved the cold standing on top of the Hawks nest this whole time. Megan, thank you. Obviously, we want to thank Tam Boosters, who's the ones who make this all possible. Give us the equipment, give us the cameras, allow us to get these games into your computers and into your homes. Dave, it was a pleasure calling this game. I wish it was a better outcome for us. Vanessa played a great game in goal. I wish we could have supported her a little bit more on the offensive side.
Likewise, Dave. I think the defense played well today, but they certainly have room for improvement, and they will improve. Let's go Hawks.
So, okay. So, for Dave Rush and Megan Christensen standing on the top of the Hawks nest, I'm Dave Harris signing off from Sam Chapman Stadium here on the shores of San Francisco Bay, where today the Marin Catholic Wildcats defeated the Red Tail Hawks 7-3. So long, everybody. We'll see you here back on TamTV soon.